Another day, another video, some more work. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's feeling great. Today, we are gonna work on the Civic's shifter. Now, before I show you guys the new piece that I bought, let me explain something that I did wrong and it cost me a couple $100. So a while back, when I first started buying parts for the Civic, the V6, because it's not a common, I don't want to say it's not a common, because I mean it's becoming more and more common, because I didn't know too much about it. I wasn't sure what pieces, what parts to buy, so unfortunately I did lose a couple money with parts, and that's just what it is. Now with this, you guys can see it's the K Tuned shifter, but this shifter is for the TSX. When I ordered it, something obviously was wrong in my brain that I ordered for the TSX and not the RSX. Because for the swap going into a Civic, you need the RSX shifter, not the TSX shifter. So, like I said, unfortunately I lost a couple bucks. I am gonna try to sell this shifter that's brand new. Haven't used it obviously at all. So I'm gonna try to sell it, and I ended up ordering and going with the Maxpeeding Rods RSX K swap shifter. Now I know I did say K swap. Obviously the Civic is not K swap. The CRX is gonna be K swap. But like I said, to put the swap into there, you need RSX shifter. So I bought the wrong one. I ended up going with the Maxpeeding, like I said, so that if for any reason I ended up ordering the wrong one again, I only lose $100 instead of whatever it was, $350, $380. I don't even remember what the price was because I ordered it so long ago, so I can't even return the damn thing. But I went with the Maxpeeding rods. Let's take a look at it. I already removed all this crap out the way. There's a box here that comes with some hardware, your Allen keys to do all the adjustments, and the actual, shifter itself. And then you got here, I guess this is the extension for the shifter. And then you have here the actual shifter itself. Now, to be 100% honest, it looks good to me. Will it function like a K Tuned? I don't know. I've never had a K Tuned, but so far it looks pretty damn good. So once we put it onto the actual Civic, we'll see how it is. So I showed you guys the Maxpeeding rod shifter, but in order to put it in, I got to take out the TSX one. I do have hybrid RSX cables on here as well, so I moved them out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and remove the TSX shifter and then install the RSX shifter. To remove the RSX shifter, the TSX, sorry, there's 4 Allen bolts on all 4 corners, so you just grab an Allen key and get it out the way. Alright, so the old / new, see pops in the background as always, the old / new K Tuned shifter TSX is out, and now I'm going to go ahead and put in the new Maxpeeding Rods RSX shifter in, and it comes with these little, well, not this one didn't come with it, the K Tuned one came, but it's these little washers that you're gonna need, because the hole on the shifter, you see how big that hole right there is? It's massive. So the Allen bolt won't hold up. It won't allow it, you won't be able to tighten it down without these washers. So you're gonna need these washers. The K Tuned came with it. The Maxpeeding rods did not come with it. So I'm gonna just reverse what I did and what I told you guys. Put this on there, put the 4 Allen bolts back in, tighten it down, and see how we're looking. Luckily I already had the Oh, this one doesn't even match up either. This one doesn't even match up with the K Tuned. Freaking A. I'm gonna obviously now have to buy the lower plate as well, but for testing purposes, I'm gonna try to get 1 or 2 holes in there for now until I order the correct bottom plate, because the K Tuned will not work with the Maxpeeding rods. But I can get 2 bolts in there, so I'm gonna get the 2 bolts, tighten them down, try the cables and see what happens. But now I have to order the plate. With the 2 bolts here, I am gonna have to go ahead and order from Maxpeeding Rod the bottom plate as well. Another thing here, everything seems to be fine with the shifter, which again, it does feel pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with it. I just have to tighten these, obviously tighten 1 and 2. But if you notice where they run, I am going to be putting a little I'm not sure what it's called, but let's just say a cable pass through, so that the cables aren't just hanging out on that metal. You see the 4 holes that I already made? Those 4 holes that I already marked and made, it's for the piece that I have, and I'll show you guys in just 1 second. But let me show you guys some more with the cables in the engine bay. Like I said, being new to this type of build and project, I obviously ordered some things that just weren't right, or I ordered them too early and other things weren't out that I needed. But one of them is this bracket. You could see that it only has 2 locations for the cables. The newer ones have 3 locations. You got 1, 2, and then there's another one that sits here. Now, for the moment, again, just for fitting purposes, all I did was put a bolt through the hole that is down on this little shifter thing. But you see here, there's another pin. And they always say that when your cables come out of the engine bay, out of the firewall, you never want them to like crisscross. And behind there, my cables do crisscross, and it's because of the location of this guy. So when I order the new plate that's going to come with the 3 positions, this guy here is going to be able to move over to here, if that makes sense, because there's going to be another little clip here that's going to be for the position of this guy. So once I do that, then my cables will not crisscross coming in or out of the firewall location. So this is the piece here that I'm talking about that I bought from Amazon. You see the 2 little holes that are there. It's for the cables to go through, but I'm sure obviously because it's Amazon, they're not the right size. So I'm going to drill out these 2 holes a little bit wider so that the cables could actually fit through that when they're coming out of the firewall. So I got the drill here with the uni-bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the hole a little bit wider. Now I obviously don't want to go all the way through, because if I go through, I'm gonna have an 1 3/8 hole in there. So just take your time. So you guys could see the rubber bushing with the holes in it. They have little slits on the side, so you pass this through the front, bring it through here, whoop, 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 put it here, make it fit. Like I said, I already have the holes there, and my dad's gonna be on the inside. I can't do it with 1 arm, but you obviously straighten it out, put it to where it's supposed to go, put it to where it's supposed to go, like so, and that way your cables are nice and pretty coming out of there. Give me a second and let me do that. With that piece in, I'm not a big fan of it. I might have to spend some money and get a much better design. But if you want to be cheap like I was, that's the way to go. But cables are in. I do have to buy that bracket, because you see this has nothing to hold on to. I gotta buy another clip. Shifter is in. Like I said, the cables are in as well. I just have to buy now that bottom plate, so that everything could line up and fit properly. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try to, once I order the plate and I get the plate installed, then I will put this up for sale, whether it's on my Instagram. It's probably gonna be on my Instagram and obviously on Facebook. If you don't follow me, make sure you follow In Flacco We Trust on Facebook. I'm sorry, on Instagram, and on Facebook it's Flacco Luna. So if you guys are interested in the TSX K Tuned shifter, make sure you follow. That is it, guys, for today. Hope you learned something, because I obviously learned something, that K Tuned bottom plate will not go with the Maxpeeding rod shifter, and I obviously need the other bracket for the cables onto the transmission. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very, very much. Make sure you like, comment, share. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. Chase the dream, not the competition. Peace.